Hello guys. Even though Mines is one of the oldest maps in the game, it turns out a lot of players don't understand how to play this map correctly. And therefore you get a lot of complaints on all game forums asking developers to change this map because North Team has so-called advantage in taking the hill and so on and so on. Well, while that might be true in terms of hill advantage, that's absolutely not vital for this map. So what am I gonna do is first I will show you a few tips and tricks for the position I'm going to use in H1, and later on we will talk about general strats and tactics for this map for various types of tanks. H1 is well-known position, but what usually happens is tanks that are going there are just sitting behind that small hill trying to exchange shots with mediums poking up from top of the hill. Well, this is not so effective. What we're gonna do is quite a few things. First of all, as we come here, we spot ahead. We spot what's approaching us on the one line and on the water using this double bush. If we don't see anything, we come closer to the edge and we start aiming at the center. You remember there is a big rock in the center of the hill where all the heavies love to camp. So if we're sitting right in this bush, we have perfect shots behind that rock. Somebody has spotted us, it means they have at least one medium at the lighthouse. So we take a cover, get unlit, and then we decide what to do. Another bad idea for tanks is just sit here where I am now and try to play peekaboo with the guy opposite you. That's a no-no. So we take our time, see that nobody is pushing the hill yet. There are no shots on top of the hill from where I'm at the moment. And then we return to the same bush. Using our excellent vision and a good camo, we check for the tank up ahead of us, we spot him, pull back, and then start shooting him from the double bush. Works a charm, I tell you. He doesn't even see us. Now he's losing his patience and he's trying to push forward. That would have been effective if he was in platoon of 3 tanks. In that case, I would be dead pretty fast, but he's alone. So all I need to do is take him out. On E25 that's not a problem at all. But he also did a very good thing, well, for their team. In the beginning you saw Artie, our Artie, following to one line together with me. That's a very bad idea in the beginning of the battle. If you play artillery, don't do it. You're risking of being spotted, and if you're spotted, you're dead there very quick. So now we have nobody else ahead of us. We return to this position and keep shooting tanks in the middle. That's all we need to do here. They can't spot us from the middle unless we're on tier 9 or 10 because of the distance and because of the double bush. We have clear shots, and if they start pushing forward, all we need to do is come here where usually most tanks camp when they come to H1, and then as they come forward we'll be able to shoot them on the side. Like this is going to happen with this T-29. So, although this position is of course not so good on when you're playing TDs, and it's most useful when you're on the light tank or on a medium, but let me tell you, I was here on medium, I was here on the light, I was here on the heavies sometime, and it's always the same. You provide excellent support to the middle, you help them get rid of the tanks in the middle, and then you basically start pushing forward. And unless there is a platoon of fast medium tanks in the enemy team who will come on the one line and just kill you, you should be fine there. But let's think what usually happens with your team when you're playing South Spawn at Mines. At least half of your team, usually all the heavies and few TDs, start to heroically push the 8 line. They come to the far corner, they start getting shots from the top of the hill where mediums shoot them in the backs. They push forward, they come around the corner, and they're perfectly open for enemy artillery fire and all the TDs that are sitting on the small hill in A4 and whatever tanks they have under the hill from their side. So usually whatever pushes that way is dead within first few minutes. As a result, and it was seen in this battle, the score is like 2-7, 2-8, and you're thinking, what the hell am I gonna do now? But let us think. They took the hill. Okay, what can they do on the hill? They can try to spot the arty. Fine. I play artillery myself and I tell you what, I've never been spotted from the hill. If you're an artillery player and if you take a right position, chances of mediums spotting you from the hill when you're in K9, K0 are close to 0. Nil. Okay, what happens next? If you have a couple of heavy tanks under the hill from your side, they're proxy lighting their tanks on the hill, so both your arties and your TDs from base and from K4 can take shots at them. These mediums sit there in the total open space. They have very little cover over there. So all you need to do is be patient, keep proxy lighting them, watching with 1 or 2 tanks, not pushing, just watching the 8 line, waiting for your enemy to turn around that corner and start approaching you, so your arty can provide you support instead of you pushing into their artillery. And that's basically it. You have few tanks under the hill, spotting 4 line, which is very important, proxy lighting everything on the hill, and watching the 8 line. You have a couple of TDs in K4 and at base providing you support. 1 tank at H1 providing side shots at everything on 4 line and sometimes even on the hill. And that's basically it. I was always saying it and I will repeat it again. The hill is not that important. I know a lot of you guys might have different opinion, so let's argue. Leave your comments, let me know what you think, and I will try to provide you my counter arguments to whatever you have to say. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye.
Gag.